Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today I bring in a little older model. It's a Dell 7490. It's a Latitude, and we're going to take a look at it and see if it's even worth it and what can you upgrade on this. So let's take a look at it. All right. So first of all, machine on the side of it, we're going to start with here. We have older USBs here, of course. It's not 3.0, and we have an HDMI in here, and we have a Type C, and we have a power supply here. On the other side, we have the RJ45 here, 3.1, and then right here underneath of it, it's a SIM card reader, which you can put your cellular connection so you can make this wireless. You have a micro SD card reader, so you could take it off your phone, put it in here, especially if you have a Droid. You have a jack, a 3.5 jack, so audio still connected. Nothing in the back, it's all basic. And of course, we have vents in the bottom, of course, and we're going to take a look at it. So this is an older machine, and these older machines tend to last a long time. And to be honest with you, they're really good. They're machines that I still use and I still repair and I just upgrade. A lot of people don't have the money to spend money on new hardware, so why not just upgrade your old hardware? So not a full kit set of keys, of course. You do have a camera, and it's a pretty good camera, 720 camera. Power buttons on this side. It's a little economical and very simple. You could probably buy this one under $1,000, maybe 500 now these days. But there's a shortage of machines, so it's gonna be a little harder to find them. So let's go ahead and take a look, see what's under the hood. All right, guys. So we took out the cover here. When you do take out the cover, make sure you guys clean it up, right? It's a little dirty, especially this part. This is the fan. Make sure you clean it out. Clean up the back end too. You don't want any dust in there or any particles in there, so just make sure you do that. Now let's take a look at the whole device in here. You could replace the battery. So I did a video on replacing the batteries on this kind of model, so you guys go back in for references, and if you ever need some, it's very simple. I replaced this battery. This battery was draining now. I ended up buying this battery, and I'm gonna put the vendor too if you guys are ever interested in buying batteries like that and how to set it up. So battery could be an upgrade, right? You could even lower it down to a lower voltage battery, but I don't recommend you. You want to make sure you get enough power and keep it going, especially if you're traveling, right? You can replace this. You can replace the M.2 right here. Very simple. It's just one feature here that's attached to the screw right here. Speakers are not the greatest speakers. They're pretty much a standard on these machines. I prefer using a headset instead of these speakers. Upgrading M.2 memory. The maximum you could go is 32 gigs on these machines. Unfortunately, you can't go a 64 on these. And then the NIC card. But the NIC card, you hardly have to do anything to it. It's just pretty much by the time they come out with new NIC card, it might not be compatible, driver issues. So this is your NIC and your Bluetooth combined together. Now, if you guys have a SIM card, you can actually see the SIM card in here when you place it in there, when you actually eject it. You need a needle to actually eject that little part and put in the actual SIM card. So pretty much not a lot you can do in here. Replacing the thermal paste, which is not a graphical or overheating machine. This is pretty much a very simple for students, accountants, anybody that's going to be riding or traveling and needing a lightweight. This is a perfect machine for you. Thermal paste is right here. You just take these 4 screws out, including this one right here, which is attached to it, and you have to pretty much find the other screw that's hidden right here. And when you replace it, it's just you clean it out. And I don't recommend it doing it. These machines tend not to overheat too much, and if you do require it, we could do a later video on that replacement. Pretty much it's all basic in here. There's no second drive. It's just what it is what you get. That's pretty much very basic, easy to use, easy to upgrade a couple items. Like I said, battery M.2 to a larger drive if you want, and then up to 32 gigs. That's pretty much it. This is a 16 gigs, so unfortunately if I want to do another up to 32, it would have to be 16. All right, so any other questions or any comments, let me know. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and we're out.